What is good? We are back with another Fair Shake review, and we are going to be talking about Denzel Curry's Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Yo, this album, let me tell you about it. We're going to actually go through each of the tracks and talk about a little bit of the notes that I had for each of them, and then give like a little overall thoughts of the entire project. But let me tell you, this was a project I was looking forward to ever since Walking dropped. So, let's see if it lived up to the anticipation. So the very first track, Melt Session #1, featuring Robert Glasper, he came through with a fantastic production. Fantastic. And Denzel just lays a beautiful stream of conscious rap, just kind of looking over his life and his state of mind currently. And I just ate that junk up. And it goes right into Walking super well. Which, once again, this single, bro, so, it's man. As soon as it dropped, I was like, yo, this, like, Denzel's gonna be killing us with this project. And here he just kind of looks over the societal ills, along with the really ill flow, over the two beats that are in this song with the same sample. And yeah, it just comes off, starting off with the boom bap feel, and then it switches over to more southern rap feel that is like freaking great when it kicks in. And yeah, love this track. Can't give this enough praise. Then it goes into Worst Comes to Worst, some more kind of boom bappy film, where it's kind of like a plea to God about how bad things are here on earth and how Denzel's life could easily be ended, but he makes it clear that Denzel needs to just keep going and do the best that he can to make his legacy last. Then it goes right into John Wayne featuring Buzzy Lee, and this one here just kind of shares the feelings that we must rely on gun violence due to the racist history that has led to the death of many black folks here in America. And yeah, it's definitely something that makes you go, ooh, this is dark. Like, as soon as you start hearing that bass line and that kind of slightly off kilter singing at the very beginning that Buzzy Lee starts off with, you're just like, oh, we could definitely tell this is a darker feel. Then it goes into the last, which has more ruminations over life, and this one's definitely focusing a lot on life during the quarantine pandemic and also just the social unrest of late. And here it just ends with a really gorgeous electric piano solo. Really enjoyed this one. And I also don't really like that plane that's going by, but you know what? We're gonna keep going. Number 6, Mental. Ooh, this one right here, bro. It's a really touching tune that just kind of shows how art helps Denzel to cope, which is echoed by the poem that Saul Williams has at the end. And then the singing over this, man, is also really beautiful, along with Bridget Perez singing. Yeah, really good track right here. It just sounds so pleasing to the ear. Then it goes into Troubles. Another one of the singles, man, that Denzel did with T-Pain. T-Pain's been doing some dope features lately, man. And this one here is no exception. This smooth jam here is really easy to just kind of bop to, despite the lyrical content that's in it, because it is about things that concern them and that are very hard to escape. But despite it being kind of about the troubles that they have in their life, it still just makes you wanna, hey, oh, got these things in my life, games, can't quit, yeah, it's good. Then we get into Ain't No Way. which is a big, um, uh, what is the name in my brain? It's not party track. It's a posse cut, because this one has so many people on it. It has Black singing the chorus. We got Rico Nasty coming through. We got Jid coming through, and we got Josiah doing like a little like interjections and stuff in there too, like ad libs and such. So yeah, really, really cool. This is a very nice collaboration from all parties involved. Excuse me. And this has to deal with like their determination to stay on top of their game and win in life with no excuses. Like this. So yeah, really dig this track. So, and there's like really slight production changes to match each of the features as well, that I think is another thing that makes it really shine. So yeah, after that comes X-Wing, and this just kind of seems like Denzel's version of a materialistic track, and he kind of really kills it with the flows and the dope wordplay, and I dig it quite a bit. After that we get Angels, with Kareem Riggins. I can't speak today. And here it's kind of a track that kind of states what Denzel is kind of going through in life, and trying to be unfazed by the BS that he's dealt with, since he has been blessed with the talent and the ambition to have a successful career. And it does seem like he calls out a couple of rappers that have slighted him. But yeah, it's circumstantial and not directly stated, so you'll have to guess who he's talking about. Then it goes into The Smell of Death, and this is a super quick track that Curry just kind of drops a verse with a really tight flow over like a really kind of like another off-kilter alternative rap kind of production here, and this is the only track that I feel is kind of like a little apart from what he's delivered. Different than what he said in his in the grand vision of the album. Like I feel like it's a little bit off topic, but it's still freaking dope, and I still like to listen to it regardless. And we get to Sanjuro, featuring 454, which is also a very short track, but it goes so hard. Like this mug gets me hype, and it definitely makes me think back of being in Florida and hearing the music there, especially since this kind of talks about Denzel's demeanor that he basically had shaped from being raised in Florida. Then we get Zatochi with Slow Tie, and I think this is a freaking ill track with the breakbeat chorus and Slow Tie, doing his super distorted chorus over it. I really dig it, and this is where kind of Denzel tries to lend support as a leader through this tough times through the music, despite it feeling sometimes like the blind leading the blind. But yeah, that's kind of something that goes along with the title, because that's a character who is blind but yet is still a leader in his community. So yeah, really cool tie in there. Then the last track, The Ills. Here Denzel Curry just kind of has this really cool flow that kind of summarizes how he feels is his purpose to do, which is really just kind of embodying his emotions and feelings on life and society in a way that only he can. And he feels like whether it's the ills of the world or the highs of life, he'll express it in a way that he's proud of and in a relatable manner. So overall, this project, I really feel that Denzel continued to improve, and Curry continues to branch off into multiple different sounds for him to rap over, whether it's melodic sometimes, or just expressing himself aggressively or straightforward, and over boom bap, over jungle, over like jazzy rap, over southern bangers. Like, he can really do it all and express himself purely over it. And also the kind of the overall motif that I got from it, which is, talking about what's wrong in the world, calling it out, and then continuing to move on despite the hardships that brings upon him, is super well just demonstrated throughout the project, with kind of X-Wing and the smell of death being a little bit of outliers on that topic. But despite that, I really enjoy every single track that is on this project and is in the running for my favorites of the year so far. Like, this project, it just made me so happy. And Denzel just continues to display a dexterity with his pen that is top notch, and I have to give props to. So, what do you think of this project, huh? Tell me what you think. If you haven't checked it out, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Can't recommend it enough. But yeah, that comment section is definitely open for you to share your thoughts on it. If you're here on the YouTube, you can hit that like button. You can also subscribe for more reactions and reviews. And I also do have a Patreon where I do put up some extra content. If that kind of stuff is something that interests you, or just supporting your boy, then you can go ahead and head there to patreon.com/splitmaster5. And if you'd like to support the other writer on the blog leader, the Muddy Colt Madhouse leader, look up Muddy Colt Miko, and you can support her on Patreon as well. But that's all I have for you guys today. So until next time, much love, peace.